Hello! For bawang putih in scene 3, bawang putih meets the prince and the guard by the river. So remember to act surprised, anxious, and the feeling of you want to get away from the situation because you don't think it is good for you to be alone at the river and met 3 men. Okay, so you just try to get the feeling of you want to get away from the situation. Okay, that's all from me for the introduction of bawang putih for scene 3. So for the line for bawang putih in scene 3, first it starts with bawang putih crying and saying, "Oh dear God, please forgive my mother for her sins and soften her heart to accept me." Okay, for this line, you have to act like you are asking for someone up there to soften your stepmother heart, like you are praying to someone up there for someone in your life. Like, how do you pray to get a good health? Like you are begging it desperately because you really want it to happen. Okay, so just imagine it like the desperate feeling, and you have to cry. It's okay if you don't shed the tears. You just have to act like you are crying. There's a saying, fake it till you make it. Okay, let's try to, if you can't cry, just try to be really sad. Okay, imagine, try to be really sad and like make a hand gesture like this, or however hand gesture or body language that you do when you are praying. Like, I do this or this, but I do this, and then I say, let's try to add it out together. Okay, imagine crying and desperate. Okay, 3, 4. Oh dear God, please forgive my mother for her sins and soften her heart to accept me. Yes, that's how you act this scene. Remember, try to make your voice sound as if you are crying. So to make it realistic that you are very sad and desperate. Okay?
Hello everybody, remember me? I'm Vinny. I taught y'all the facial expressions but today I have my mustache on because I'm going to teach y'all how to speak as guards 1 and 2. So whoever who's going to be a guard, you should have a mustache on. It can be this type or can be the one like this or only the middle, but this is my favorite mustache style. So I'm going to be the guard and I'm going to teach you how to read the script for the guards, okay? So let's begin with guard 1. Okay, so guards 1 dialogue is, "Hang on, your highness, there's a girl by the river," and then points to bawang putih. Okay, so guard 1, the description is he's stern, he's very like fierce, strict, and he's trying to protect the safety of the prince. So you need to make sure your face is concerned but fierce at the same time. You're worried for the safety of the prince. Okay? Okay, so example, yeah. "Hang on, your highness, there's a girl by the river." You point to the girl and you look at the girl as well. Okay? But I'm looking at y'all because I want y'all to see my expression. I don't want a face here, then y'all cannot see. Okay, so I'm going to pretend the girl is in front. Okay, the girl is in front there and I'm going to point at her. But you make sure your hands are out. Like your hands are further away from your face. Not like that. Don't point like that. Okay, I'm pointing at that because of the camera. Okay, make sure you point at that. And so, hang on, Your Highness, there's a girl by the river. Okay, concerned face but fierce. And if you make your voice more raspy, more stern, more fierce, for example, hang on, Your Highness, there's a girl by the river. Like that. Okay, it's concerned, worried about the safety of the prince, and you point, showing the prince that the girl is by the river. Who is by the river? Okay, got it? That is for guard 1. One more time, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Hang on, Your Highness, there's a girl by the river. Okay, good. Okay, now moving on to guard 2. Okay, so let's make guard 2 less strict or fierce than guard 1. Okay, so the pitch is also a little higher. So for guard 2, the dialogue is, "That's right, Your Highness. It seems like she is washing some clothes." So after guard 1, right after guard 1, guard 2 says, "That's right, Your Highness." You will guard 2 will also look at Bawang Putih. "That's right, Your Highness. It looks like she is washing some clothes." Okay, got it? Like you look at Bawang Putih and then you look back at the Highness. Like you look at Bawang Putih, you see her washing some clothes, so you're peeking. You're peeking at Bawang Putih. So you're like, "That's right, Your Highness. It seems like she is washing some clothes." Okay, you all are the prince now. Okay, so I am the guard. I am guard 2, and Bawang Putih is there. Bawang Putih is in front. Okay, so I'm peeking. Like right after guard 1, I will say me as guard 2 now. I will say, "That's right, Your Highness. It seems like she is washing some clothes." Got it? Okay, one more time. Bawang Putih is there. You are my prince. You guys are my prince and I am guard 2, okay? So one more time. 1, 2, 3. "That's right, Your Highness. It seems like she is washing some clothes." Got it? Got it? Yeah!
I can see that. But is she alone? You two go and take a closer look at her. Okay, so for this line, before the guards told you they see a girl by the river, you have already seen her.
Okay, now back to guard 1. Okay, now both the guards have already checked on Bawang Putih and they find out, they're gonna let the prince know what they found out. Okay, so back to guard 1. Guard 1, remember his strict, fierce, hoarse voice. Okay, so he's trying to inform the prince what he found out. So his face still stern. He's informing the prince. Okay, you are my prince now. So his line is, "Your Highness, we found out that she is indeed alone." Okay, so you look at the prince and you say, "Your Highness, we found out that she is indeed alone." Okay, your voice and your tone is monotonous. There's no up and increasing and all. Maybe for indeed, you can increase a little bit of your pitch. But overall, it's very informative. You're trying to inform the prince what you found out. That for guard 1, okay? So you're informing this sentence. "Your Highness, we found out that she is indeed alone." So you say it in a very stern voice. "Your Highness, we found out that she is indeed alone." So for indeed, you increase the pitch a bit, and the rest is the same. Again, everybody. 1, 2, 3. "Your Highness, we found out that she is indeed alone." Okay, got it? Don't smile at the end, Don't smile at the end. Again, one more time. After that sentence, 4 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds, make sure your expression remains stern and fierce, okay? Okay, one more time. Guard 1, yeah? "Your Highness, we found out that she's indeed alone." Okay, 1, 2, 3. "Your Highness, we found out that she is indeed alone." Okay? 5 seconds? Done? Good? Make sure you maintain your expression for 3 to 5 seconds after the line. Okay? Got it? Yeah. Okay, next we have guard 2. Remember, guard 2 is less strict, less fierce than guard 1. So your voice is a little bit high pitched, little bit like how you talk to your friends, a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. He's trying to inform the prince what he found out. So his line would be, "She also seems beautiful and kind, your highness." So you can smile a bit for guard 2. You want to inform the prince a good news. This is a good news, you know. She's kind, she's beautiful. This is a good news, right? So you're trying to inform the prince about this good news. So he smiled. His line will be, "She also seems beautiful and kind, your highness." Okay. I'm gonna act out guard 2 for the first time, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, guard 2. "She also seems beautiful and kind, your highness." So you see how my expression is a little brighter than guard 1. It's more like smiling and I'm informing, but it's not too much. It's not like, "She also seems beautiful and kind, your highness," because that is not how a guard acts, right? So make sure your body posture and your facial expression doesn't jiggle too much, doesn't move too much, but you can move a little bit, like just once maybe. So for example, "She also seems beautiful and kind, your highness." Okay, got it? So you smile a little bit. Okay, one more time, everybody. 1, 2, 3. "She also seems beautiful and kind, your highness." And then maintain for 5 seconds. Okay, good job. Yeah, that's all for guard 1 and guard 2 from scene 3. Okay, good job, everybody.
Alright then, let us approach her. Okay, for this line, the guards came back with the news that she is alone and she's even beautiful. So, as the prince, you have to act excited. You can even smile to show that you are excited as you say your line.
Okay, for the last one, we have guards 1 and 2 saying the same line, which is, "Yes, your highness." So make sure this line is as stern as possible. Both of you are guards, so you must be fierce, stern, and you and your partner, if you have one, make sure both of you say it at the same time, same pace. "Yes, your highness." Each word must be clearly said, okay? And must be as strict, as stern as possible, because you are doing your duty. You are following what the prince has ordered you to do, right? Okay, so the strict face. Imagine your teachers making the strict face and you don't finish your homework and all. Yeah, that's face. Okay, and then, "Yes, your highness." For added effect, I would suggest all of you to do this. Put this up and down, because you are guards, right? So 1, 2, 3. "Yes, your highness." Okay, got it? Make sure your face is stern. Your sentence are also portrays how stern you are, how fierce you are as a guard, as guards. Okay, so again, fierce, strict face. 1, 2, 3. "Yes, your highness." Okay, got it? Yay, good job. Okay, that is all for all the guards from scene 3.
Hello, young lady. Alright, for this line, remember, you are the prince, you are confident, but to say this line, you need to pretend that you are nervous. So what you can do is, you can stutter before saying your line, like, "Hello, young lady." So even though you are confident, at the same time, you must be nervous. You have to show that you are nervous to start a conversation.
Okay, so for the line where Bawang Putih stands up and looks at the three of them in fear, you have to remember to look scared, because fear is the same meaning as scared and frightened. So try to imagine that you are in a situation that you are surprised and fear because you don't know these people. Imagine that you meet stranger when you are alone, okay? As for me, I will do it like this. I sense fear, so I will be like this. That is shocked, but yeah, I'm shocked and feared. Yeah, that's how I do. Like, you can try if you want to copy it. You can try to do it slowly. Like, you stand up and then try to look at the prince and the guards with fear. Like, you are really scared. Okay. That's all for that part.
May I know your name? Where do you come from? And why are you out here alone? Okay, so for this line, you are asking Bawang Putih, which you doesn't know her yet. What is her name and where does she come from and so on. So, what you need to do is you need to pretend that you are really curious. You really want to know. You genuinely want that information from her. So you have to say, may I know your name? Where do you come from? And then, when you're about to ask her why is she out here alone, you can look at, for example, you can look at your surroundings, because it's weird, to see a girl to be alone out here near the river. So pretend like it's weird. And why are you out here alone? Like that, okay? May I know your name?
So for this scene where the prince asked for Bawang Putih's name and address and why is she alone, you have to try to imagine when a stranger asks for your name. Where do you live? And why are you alone? Like, it is a threat for you. Like, you have to imagine. And then, in this line, you have to stutter, which means you don't say it like, my name is Bawang Putih, but you say it in this way. My name is Bawang Putih. That is stutter, in which you don't say it smoothly, but you say it in hesitantly. That's how you act out the hesitant part, okay? So, I'll show you an example for this part. My name is Bawang Putih. I come from the village across, but if you will excuse me, I must go home. I'm afraid my mother will scold me. That's how you act this part. Remember to act it hesitantly and include the stutter part to make it as realistic as possible. That's all from me. Thank you.